that sound is a really good early season bait. So I'm going to get to get that into some good use this week. Now, another thing that if you live in Michigan that you absolutely always have to have tied on is a drop shot rig. And I'm no different in that I carry one from north to south. Anywhere I go, I'm going to have one rigged up. And the thing about a drop shot rig is it's really versatile. You can use it in clear water, dirty water, shallow water, deep water, just by adjusting the size of the weight. And you can put just about any type of plastic bait on there, from a big worm to a craw to a little finesse bait that's designed for it. So one of the things that I like is I like to use baits that really enhance this action. So for the drop shot rig, what I've got is here I've got just a little number 2 exposed open hook tied on my line. I tie it on with a Palomar knot, and the tag end is what I'm going to attach to my sinker. And I've got a little drop shot sinker that's got a little eyelet to it, and you can see I've got about a foot long leader right here. And then I just nose hook my little drop shot bait. And this is a brand new one that we designed last year for Strike King. A good friend of mine, Mark Zona, and myself, my nephew Jonathan. We do a lot of drop shotting, and we wanted to come up with a bait for this rig that really enhance the action when it's there on the line. So when you got a sinker down below and the bait up there up top, I want that bait to look like a minnow. It's off the bottom, and I really want it to stand straight out on the line. And that's what this bait is designed to do. It's kind of got a planing tail and a flat bottom, so it sticks straight out horizontally. And when I shake it, instead of just kind of quivering or wiggling like a little straight-tailed worm or most drop shot baits do, this one darts around like it's a minnow trying to get away. So it's called a half shell, and you can see here, I'll show it to you here right up close. This thing here, it always stands straight out, and it's got a lot of dart to it when you hop it. See how good that looks right there? Oops. He came from a ways away just like that. So I'll fix it over here so you can see it too. It's got a lot of dart to it. And every time you hop it, it just looks very alive in the water. Notice that trout is going for that sinker. You can tell they eat pellets for a living. Very erratic when you hop it. The littlest one in there ate it. So the thing about this is it keeps that bait off the bottom. I get mesmerized watching it in the water. Keeps that bait off the bottom, and it's up in the fish's visibility zone. And having a little bait like this that really mimics little bait in the way that it darts, it makes it super effective. You know, this past year we had a tournament on the Niagara River, and I was fishing in the shallow flats just like we have here in crystal clear water, and I was sight fishing it to the smallmouth that I could see. And you know, they would spook from the boat. They would see me and spook away, and I could pitch this out in front of them, and it looked so lively to them in the water that just like this trout, they couldn't help but bite it. He just shook it off there. I'd have a pretty good mess going right now. Pretty good. We'd have a pretty good fish fry.
Yeah.
But a drop shot rig is something that you use anywhere we go. The only thing that I do from fishing deep and shallow or different lakes that I go to, and I love to fish an exposed hook like this. You can use a Texas rig style hook. The only thing that I do different in when I'm rigging this is sometimes I'll make that hook leader to the sinker longer. So if the fish are, I'm seeing them on my depth finder, or the water's real clear, deep, things like that, a lot of times maybe I'll make the leader 2 feet. And then the only other thing is adjust the size of that weight. So right now I'm in shallow water right here. I've got an 1/8 ounce drop shot weight on there. As you go deeper, I'm going to go to a little heavier weight, maybe up to a 1/4 ounce. And in real deep water, or if I'm in strong current, like if I was over here fishing in the the St. Clair River, the Detroit River, I may go up to a half or even a 3/4 ounce. How you decide which size weight you're going to use is based on the depth of the water and the size of the line and the bait you're throwing. What I always want to do when I cast my drop shot rig, when I tighten it up, is I want to have enough tension on my line so I can make that bait move. So in deeper water, I'm going to have to use more weight to do that, to keep good bottom contact with it as it's moving along right there. So it's a deadly technique. Catches everything that swims, obviously, and it's something that you have to use. The other great thing about a drop shot rig is when they actually bite it. When the bass bites it and puts it in its mouth, all they have is that hook. There's no weight there for them to throw at all, and it's really, really effective technique. Anytime I've got a spot that I've caught some fish on with a crankbait or jerkbait or anything like that, you always want to follow it up with that drop shot rig, because it really catches everything that's swimming in that spot. They just can't